So, about a week ago now, almost, I told you I hit rock bottom. I lost my home, sleeping in my car, marriage falling apart, and I absolutely had no idea what my life was going to look like next. And something in the middle of all of that, I realized something. Nobody's coming to save my black ass. And strangely enough, that realization might be one of the best things that's happened to me. Because when you finally understand that nobody is coming to save you, you stop waiting. Rock bottom sounds dramatic when you say it, or you might think of wrestling, the rock bottom. trying to make jokes, trying to stay, level-headed, but it's tough. Like I said, when you hear rock bottom, it sounds dramatic. But what nobody really talks about is what happens after you hit it. Because life does not stop. The alarm still goes off. You still have to go to work. Bills still have to be paid. Your kids still need their father. And every morning, regardless of how you feel, you've got a decision to make. And I'm going to stay down here. Am I going to stay down here? Or am I going to start climbing? I've had to make that decision every single day. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some mornings I'm strong. Some mornings, I get her. Hey, Cam, listen, bro. You gotta talk to yourself. You gotta give yourself that pep talk just so you can keep moving. But I'm still moving. Probably the hardest part about this entire situation is being away from the kids, man. The other day they called me, crying, asking when I was coming home. As a father, I don't really know how to explain what that does to you. Because I don't have the answer for that. I'm still trying to figure it out as days go on. I can't promise them something that I don't control. All I can do is remind them that I'm still here. I'll see you soon. I've gotten to FaceTime them. I talk to them as often as possible. Working on spending time with them. And I'm going to keep showing up however I'm able to show up. Because whatever happens between the adults, my responsibility as their father does not disappear. And right now, that's one of the biggest things keeping me moving. There's another part of rebuilding that I'm learning. It's not easy. Acceptance. Not giving up. Not surrendering. Acceptance. There's a difference. I'm having conversations now that I've never imagined having. Who's paying that bill? When am I getting my belongings? Where am I going to put everything? How are we going to handle the kids? Things that used to be just our life. Now they have to be discussed, like logistics. And I'm not going to sit here and act tough. Not even a little bit. This shit hurts. There are moments when something as simple as a text message can remind you your life is different now. But I'm learning that I don't have to fight reality because reality hurts. I can acknowledge where things are without deciding where they'll always be. But I'm going to say something that might surprise some people. I still have hope for my marriage. I do. I'm not ashamed to say that. That's my wife. That's my family. And if someday there's an opportunity for two healthier people to sit down and decide that there's something worth rebuilding, I'm open to that. But here's where my mindset has changed. I cannot make rebuilding myself conditional on getting my family back. Like I said, I cannot make rebuilding myself conditional on getting my family back. I can't say I'll become better if she comes back. I'll get myself together if there's still a chance. I'll heal if my marriage survives. No. Because then I'm not really changing. I'm negotiating. And becoming the man I need to become can't be a negotiation. That's why I've been thinking about this phrase. Nobody is coming to save me. At first, it sounds lonely. I ain't gonna cap. But I've started seeing it differently. Nobody has to rescue me because I'm capable of participating in my own rescue. I can go to work. I can handle my responsibilities. I can rebuild financially. I can find somewhere stable to live. I can work on my relationship with my children. I can work on my relationship with myself. And I can strengthen my relationship with God. I can confront the things inside me that help create this situation. And I can make damn sure I don't carry those same things into the next chapter of my life. Whatever that chapter looks like. I'm starting to understand the name of this channel differently now. The man I have to become. When I started saying that, I think a part of me imagined some finished version of myself. Successful, financially free, great marriage, great father, peaceful home. Everything figured out. But maybe that's not how becoming works. Maybe this becoming, getting up when you don't want to, going to work exhausted, making the responsible decision when the emotional decision would feel so much better. Talking to your children and holding yourself together because they need reassurance more than you need to fall apart. Taking accountability without spending the rest of your life punishing yourself. Holding hope in one hand and reality in the other. Maybe the man I have to become isn't waiting for me somewhere at this magical finish line. Maybe I'm building him right now. So no, I don't know how this story ends. I don't know what happens with my marriage. I don't know exactly where I'll be living. I don't know how long rebuilding everything is going to take. And for probably the first time in my life, I'm okay admitting that I don't. What I do know is I'm still here. I'm still a father. I'm still responsible for what happens next in my life. I'm still capable of changing. And tomorrow morning, I'm getting up again. Nobody's coming to save me. And maybe that's exactly what I needed to understand. We're up. We're moving. We're alive and well. That's my phrase. always forward. The man I have to become. This isn't the story of everything falling apart. It's the story of what I build afterward.